I got the jab last week. Yes, I got the jab last week. Although I still can't believe it. Frankly, I had begun to lose hope despite India beginning vaccinations on the 16th of January 2021 because unfortunately our almighty state had monopolized the whole show. It decided who, where, when and how each frontline worker would be inoculated and frankly quite bizarrely it banned private health facilities from administering doses even to their own threatened workers who, poor people, had to tread to a state facility for the jab. So for 45 days, our vaccination program crawled at a snail's pace. It was averaging only about 350,000 doses per day. And now at that rate, it would have taken 5 years to administer 600 million shots to 300 million vulnerable citizens. And worse, millions of vials of the vaccine could have expired. So I was about to slide back into hopelessness when suddenly the state threw in the towel in a spectacular U-turn. U-turn or should I say surrender? Because within 48 hours, our rules changed from a stern no, you can't to how anybody in the vulnerable cohort could get inoculated anywhere using any photo ID. No restrictions, no bureaucratic ifs and buts and hums and haws, just a compelling nudge to go, get it. The price was capped at an eye-watering 250 rupees per dose, and this of course triggered tears of gratitude from beneficiaries, but anger among the producers. But come on guys, you just need to lump it for the greater good of humankind. Now, social media channels then began to fill up with people talking about how they just walked in and got inoculated. No fuss, no paperwork, no sort of back channel sifarish, the pulling of strings. Just, hello antibodies, are you feeling good? And just go and get the jab. So now, when I saw all that chatter on social media, even my mind was made up. So vaccination day for me, it was crisp and fresh in the morning. I of course had a sort of a jumpy night because I was anticipating, somewhat concerned about the vaccination. But you know what, I needn't have, because everything went off without a hitch. Although I'll make one confession, like several privileged South Delhi types, we had sent an outrider to sort of recce and smoothen out the process for us. So when we reached the vaccination facility, we collected our token numbers and we were ushered into a waiting room where a dozen other applicants were seated. The nurse called us out one by one. So she checked our temperature, she checked our oxygen levels, she checked our blood pressures, everything was in order. Next, of course, we were called into the jab room where another cheerful lady asked for our Aadhaar IDs, and this was the third time that morning that our Aadhaar IDs had been requisitioned. She, of course, punched that stuff into a computer and then she said, all right, go ahead and get your prick. And when I reached there, the nurse said, take a deep breath, sir. And before I could say anything else, she had, charmingly plunged the needle into my left bicep. So I did not wince a bit because it all was so neatly done. From there, of course, we were taken to another desk. Now again, where the Aadhaar was needed one more time. That nurse at that desk, she told us that please take a 500 milligram crocin tablet in case you feel breathless or nauseous or feverish or you have loose motions. Finally, of course, we waited for half an hour in a tiny room along with another half a dozen patients. And an SMS suddenly pinged on my phone, and that certified 1 out of our 3 inoculations, but the other 2 SMSs never came. Of course, this was another glitch, but again, we eventually got the missing certificates from the hospital, not from the SMS. Later that night, I did have some fever and some body ache, but within 48 hours, I was as good as new. So now, as I wait 4 weeks for my second jab, I'm asking an existential question that 25 million, and they are rapidly counting at 2 million a day, so 27-30 million Indians already, and a few hundred million people across the globe, they will be asking this question in just a few days. So now that we have got the antibodies, can we get back to normal, please? After we've got the second jab, please give us a vaccine passport and allow us to, travel, mingle, allow us to play, allow us to go to the gym, swim, get physio treatment, whatever. We of course will follow the safety protocol. Of course we will do that. But now that we have got the jab, you should allow us to do all of this, because we don't just want to be safe. We also want to feel normal, the way we were. और अगर यही विचार जो मैंने अभी आपके सामने रखे अंग्रेजी में आप हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं, तो आप हमारी हिंदी क्विंट की यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाइए और यही वीडियो आपको हिंदी में भी मिलेगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स यू मस्ट नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल राइट नाउ.